Everybody, my name's Allison. Welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to go ahead and do a general reading for the sign of Aries, and you can tell it's in landscape mode. Oh my God, I'm one step closer to getting a second camera so you guys can see me and the cards. Oh, I'm so excited. So we're going to do it in landscape mode, so it's a little different. And I'm not sure where to look, just so you know. I'm used to looking straight ahead, but I think my camera is actually over here because I'm filming on my phone. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the universe wants to tell Aries today. We have the Justice card. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Wands. We have the Hierophant. For your opportunity, we have the Two of Cups. And for your challenge, the Ten of Cups. Oh, beautiful cards today. Let's go ahead and take a look around the room. We have two major arcana. That's going to be that big sweeping energy that takes place over months and years. And that is the Justice card, the first card that was pulled. And that's in your your recent past position. And then we have the Hierophant, which is in your guidance and advice from Spirit. And then let's look around the room at the minor arcana. We've got Cups, at Pentacles, and Wands. So we're missing Swords. So swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. So really it looks like you're focused on action and your heart and your emotions and other things, maybe your intuition. So let's go ahead and look at your energy, and I'll pull clarifiers as we go. Super excited. Second camera's on its way. Justice card, Six of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So first card out, the Justice card. Wow. Powerful. This is you standing in your truth, knowing right from wrong, fair dealings. You have a lot of beautiful things coming in, a lot of balance, but it's balance in your relationship with life itself, with your environment. So maybe justice with work, with other relationships. It's kind of like things are balancing out now. So things that maybe aren't fair and just, or relationships that maybe are more one way than a two-way, it's kind of fading away, or you're resolving those issues, maybe even ending some types of communication or even relations. It's interesting, and this could be in any arena. Because it's the Justice card, it could also mean that you're involved in a legal dealing, signing contracts, lawsuits, whatever it might be. And this could be something that's ruling in your favor. This is the recent past, and it might have already happened, but yet it's something that's kind of affecting you moving into your present energy. And this card for me also represents protecting the innocent, because he is in a protective role. It's an authoritative type role. And this is about, for me, always protecting people that don't have a voice for themselves. So small children that maybe aren't able to speak up for themselves and defend themselves. This can also be seniors in a care facility, or seniors just in general. This can also be pets. It can be people that are just not able, for whatever reason, to protect themselves. It could be someone that has a mental handicap. But for me, that's what that always represents. So you're also in protection mode because you know right from wrong. Right? It's your morals and your ethics and your values. And that's a beautiful position. I'm getting the goosebumps right now for you to step into that role. That is your recent past. Your present energy is the Six of Cups. This beautiful love energy. This is really going back to a time before any bitterness or cynicism touched your heart. It's really tapping into that beautiful type of unconditional love. This can be the card of childhood and nostalgia also. It's a very beautiful energy. For her, she loves reading. And when she reads, everything comes to life. It's her love, her imagination, her intuition. Everything is connected, and that is your present energy, and that is one of the most beautiful cards in the tarot. Then we have in your near future the Knight of Pentacles. And now every knight is on a mission, and this knight's mission is to seek out an opportunity for the King of Pentacles. So you're on a mission right now. You're looking for something in this 3D material world that we live in. So an opportunity maybe with work, investments, maybe something to do with your health, relationships, whether it's going to be friendships or romantic relationships. It could be you deepening a romantic relationship that you're in. But this is you definitely on a mission, and you're enjoying it. This night is very loving and open-hearted. Also, while it's on its mission, it's really enjoying it. It's also very cautious. So you're taking one steady foot in front of the other. That slow and steady wins the race. So as you're on your mission, you're making sure that everything is lining up, because the Knight of Earth is a slow-moving energy. Okay, let's go ahead and get clarifiers. Ten of Cups, who's here twice. Okay, so I'm just going to show you before I pull the rest. Same card, different deck. First clarifier out, recent past, and it's in your challenge position. Everybody wants the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, and you just got the Ten of Cups, and it's here twice. With the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Page of Wands. So I'm just going to point this out. No swords in the minor arcana. The Justice card is Libra energy, so it is the air sign, but I'm not seeing it yet in any of the clarifiers. Interesting. So the Justice card is being clarified by the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Cup energy, cups, your love, emotions, your intuition, your connection to source. This is happy, joyful family. This is you following your joy. Whatever brings you joy. And this is you knowing right from wrong. So this is you really standing in your truth and really your true authentic self, because you're doing something from the heart. Wow. You're taking maybe a dream and you're bringing it into this reality. That's what that is representing. You're reaching up into the ether and bringing it into this earthly realm and making your idea of joy and happiness real. That's powerful. And you're bringing your cup of love forward. Another night, you're on a mission to do that. This tells me that, you know what, you're not holding back at all. You're just pushing forward, and you're really pushing from the heart. Intuitively, I think you know what it is that you want to do, and you're taking action to do it. But you're doing something that really involves a heart-centered space. Like, this is what I want to do, and I'm not letting anybody stop me. I'm going to keep pushing forward, and this is something that I'm divinely aligned to do, is what I'm really feeling with that Justice card. Then we have your present energy, which is the Six of Cups. And that's being clarified by the Nine of Wands and the Five of Cups. So it's interesting. The Six of Cups is just like that pure, unconditional love. And it's interesting that it's being clarified by these two cards. I think that whatever situation has completely maxed you out and stressed you out, and you've got that wounded warrior energy with this Nine of Wands, along with the Five of Cups, the card of loss and bereavement, that tells me that you are very resilient and you're moving past it. This is that bounce back quality of a child, you know, and sometimes it's hard as an adult. We get stuck. Maybe there's like a stubborn energy sometimes, or you just get so hurt, it's hard to move past it. This has a bounce back quality. You're bouncing out of any type of loss and bereavement, the loss of something you love. You're dropping that black cloak of mourning and turning around and seeing you still have two cups standing. You're building your cups up again because you're going towards your goal. You're not letting anything stop you. This might have been something really traumatic. I mean, this could have been the loss of a dream that you had, the loss of a loved one, a pet, an idea, a job, maybe a house. It could be the loss of a lot of things, but you're not letting it hold you back. It might have dampened your energy for a little bit, but you have that bounce back quality. You're on your way back. You're not letting anything really hold you back. And I love that for you, Aries, because when we get into your near future energy, we've got this Knight of Pentacles, and it's a slow moving knight, but it's on a mission and it is moving forward, being clarified by the Queen of Cups and the Page of Wands. I'm saying, this is wonderful. You've got the Knight there, and then now we've got the Queen, and this is you really keeping your eye on this prize. You know what it is that you want. I think you're building up something that is your version of, what is that? Shangri-La. I think you're building something that is so meant for you, your own private little sanctuary and your slice of heaven on earth. And you're working very hard in the earthly realm to make it a reality, keeping your eye on the prize of what it is you truly love in this life. All the joy, love, and beauty, the people you want to surround yourself with. I don't think you're really kind of tolerating people and situations that aren't lining up for the direction you want to go in. Not that you have to be harsh in response to them, but I think that you just kind of, maybe if it's a person, you don't let them into your inner circle. If it's a job, maybe you're there for a little while until you could find the one that you really want. And it's this natural progression because you're taking moves. This is the Page of Wands. You're taking some baby steps towards it with a lot of enthusiasm, bold steps, but you are really excited about it. That is your current energy, Aries. How exciting. Now we're going to go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. I've got 3 cards. I've got the Ace of Cups, the 2 of Wands, and the Hierophant. So in the guidance and advice from Spirit, Spirit is saying this is a new beginning in love. Your emotions, your intuition, your connection to Source. So this is a new beginning in you starting maybe this new chapter in your life where it's like, yeah, it's heart-centered or it's me-centered and not in a conceited way, not in a self-centered way. It's me-centered saying, you know what? Life is short. This is really what I want to do. And now I'm taking bold steps to get there. All aces are gifts and blessings from the universe and their new beginnings. And this is that ace of love, your emotions, your intuition, your connection to Source. I just want to make sure I say that again because what's special about this particular deck is this is a beautiful, noble swan. The card right above it on my table is the Justice card. Nobility, knowing right from wrong and acting with integrity, acting accordingly. This swan is noble. You see the tiara and the jeweled necklace? That's the reflection of the swan. Whether the people around you know you're noble or not, Source knows you're noble, and inside your heart, you know you're noble. And if you don't know that, this is you opening back up to that. And if you've strayed from that for whatever reason, this is you basically coming back to the fold, coming back to being noble and acting and standing in your own truth and integrity. You know right from wrong. This is you owning it right now. And if you've, again, could be you even changing your life to going down this path. And it's powerful. That's a new beginning. We also have the 2 of Wands. This is you clarifying your intention. Because remember, you can't get what you want until you know what you want. This is you figuring out what it is that you want. I think you already know it. Spirit is basically saying get it really clear in your head. And that's your prize. What is it that you want? That is keeping your eye on the prize. We always have short-term, medium range, and long-term goals. But really, what is your prize? And look at that. What is it going to take for you to get there? We also have the Hierophant. This is your faith, loyalty, and commitment to yourself, to your family, maybe even to your community if you have that type of position. But this is you really, again, being grounded and knowing right from wrong. That's what this card is also. So there's something about that right now. I think that you're really stepping up. You know, it's about leading by example a lot of the time too. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, I love it. So the Ace of Cups is being clarified by the Ace of Wands. Let me get the rest of the cards. I just had to show you that. What a special reading today for you, Aries, with the 5 of Swords, the Hermit, the Justice card again. So that Justice card is here twice. That's interesting. The 6 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. Wow, you have the 10 of Cups twice, and now you have the 10 of Pentacles. Again, everybody wants the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. That really is the pinnacle of what it is that you're going for in this life. So, guidance and advice from Spirit, the Ace of Cups being clarified by the Ace of Wands and the 5 of Swords. This is, again, a literal gift and blessing from the universe and a new beginning in really out with the old, in with the new way of doing things. Again, if you have strayed from acting noble, this could be you saying, you know what, the old life is done. Now it's moving forward. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stand by my morals, ethics, and values. I'm not going to be compromised. I'm not going to cut corners. This is you really choosing that. And this is choosing it from a place of optimism and enthusiasm, making bold steps, making a conscious effort to do that. You're very aware of your movement right now, and you're doing it from the heart. With the Five of Swords, you're leaving this type of behavior behind. This is someone that's going to win at all costs. Winning is fantastic, but I think now you're kind of like, you know what? I'm going to do it the right way, or I'm going to do it where I'm not going to be taken advantage of. Maybe somebody else was doing this to you, and you're choosing, you know what? I'm not going to succumb to that type of behavior. This is what I'm choosing to do. Then we have this Two of Wands. Again, clarify your intention. You can't get what you want till you know what you want. Joe Jackson's song, listen to it if you haven't. Great music from the 80s. It's being clarified by two major arcanas, the Hermit and the Justice card. Justice card, same card, different deck. This is really, you know, these two cards, this is you doing some serious soul searching. Again, if you've strayed from behaving like with that noble behavior, this is you maybe doing some soul searching to find that again, gaining some enlightenment on where you've been and where you're going. Because you're really standing in your truth with your integrity. That's your sword of truth. And you're not tolerating anything that's not. This is bringing you fair justice and balance. And if you are really in a lawsuit or a legal dealing, this is you really, you know, holding the other person accountable too, and yourself or other parties. And you're making sure that it is above board. When we're in a retrograde, read it a couple of times, like if it's a contract, or really look at things. You know, I'm not one to ever say that you should allow a retrograde to control choices that are made. If you didn't know it was a retrograde, you would still go through with the decisions you're doing. But what you want to do is maybe read a document twice to make sure you're not missing anything. Have a couple of people read it also, just to make sure with new eyes, what do they see? Then we have the Hierophant, and that's being clarified by the Six of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Again, this is your victory and success after a struggle. I feel like if you're going through something, it's really you're leaving it behind you and you're moving forward again, and it's towards this eye on the prize. This is your prize. Look at, he is literally coming over. And this is that tree of life. This is represented everything in this earthly realm. Friends, family, pets, housing. This is your 401k, all your money. You know, this is everything that you're working towards. Everything in this earthly realm. This is you going out to lunch every day, coffee, whatever it is. Everything is represented by this card, and you are winning victory and success after a struggle. Wow. That is the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now we're going to look at your opportunity and then your challenge. Your opportunity is the Two of Cups. So you have an opportunity to really have a type of relationship coming in. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. I'm filming on my phone. I just got interrupted. So this is really about you maybe meeting a kindred spirit, having a type of relationship, whether it's going to be a platonic friendship coming in, whether it's going to lead into love, or you're just looking for a member of your soul tribe to meet like-minded people, getting a pet. A lot of things can be represented by this card. It also represents having a truce with yourself. So if you're gaslighting yourself for any reason or having these discussions with yourself, this can also be you just relaxing for a minute and just kind of giving yourself a pass. And that's a beautiful energy. But if you are looking for love or a relationship, it's right here. And that could also be, by the way, a career that you are in love with or a hobby. Just want to make sure I say that too. That's your opportunity. I'll get clarifiers in a minute. Your challenge is the Ten of Cups. So your challenge is happy, joyful family, finding your joy. And that is a clarifier in your recent past. Same card, different deck. So again, this is you making it a reality, but it's in the challenge position. So does the challenge mean it's impossible? No, the challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it to achieve it. And when you do, it's incredibly rewarding. So let's find out why it's in the challenge position. Let's get clarifiers for your opportunity. Is the Strength card and the Page of Swords. Then for your challenge, it is the High Priestess and the Star. Wow, that's a power combination. Okay, so when we are looking at this type of kindred spirits and possibly having a truce with yourself, It's being clarified by the Strength card and the Page of Swords. This is you tapping into your strength and courage and overcoming anything you need to overcome to be able to tap into this energy. Any type of self-doubt, any blockages that might come up, any frustrations, you're just pushing through it because you know that that benefits you on the other side. So that's something that's coming in. And then along with this Page of Swords, this is you looking for clues and answers, being very curious right now. I think you're curious about moving forward with getting new types of relationships coming in, whether they're friendships or romantic relationships or deepening a connection you have. And again, getting a pet, anything like that. I think that that's something that you're really pursuing right now. You're very curious and you're looking to know about yourself, the type of relationship that you're looking for, and also about the other person. I think that you're really open and looking for that. There's so much heartfelt energy in this reading. I think that that's something that is really on the table for you. And that is your opportunity. Your challenge is more heartfelt energy. It's tapping into this 10 of Cups, happy, joyful family. This is the ultimate card in Cups. And that is in the challenge position. So how do you attain it? By trusting your intuition and having this hope, faith, healing, and renewal. This is your hope, faith, and renewal in self. I think that you're healing an aspect of yourself, and I think that you're choosing you on such a powerful level with that Justice card here twice, that it brings a lot of healing in for you. I think that you are able to trust your intuition on your life right now, and you realize that some changes needed to take place so that you are on point for the type of life that you want. And that brings in a lot of healing and a lot of enlightenment, and you have your North Star, your guiding light. You might have even have gotten a bird's eye view of everything, and that really made you kick into this type of mode of really just going for it. But you know on an intuitive level, it's a deep knowing what it is that you need to do because you're looking for that inner joy. You're not settling at all. So that is your opportunity. That is your challenge. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it, yet it is available. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you for today. If you could, as always, please do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, whether it's a tarot session or messages from your loved ones, definitely go ahead and go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. Link is in the description below. And I have a sale going on right now. It'll save you 15%. It comes off automatically at checkout. All right, everybody. Sending you lots of love. Bye for now. Second camera's coming.